Good morning, everyone. you know, hold on. I swear I feel better than I sound. Oh my God, I sound terrible, but I feel so much better than yesterday. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our get together every morning here on Facebook, where we catch colds and then get rid of them. Let me try that again. I am so sorry. I'm going to be muting and unmuting a little bit because there's still a lot of frogs trapped in my throat. But I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to welcome you today. It is Tuesday, February 7th. I slept a lot yesterday. I'm starting to feel restless, which is a good sign. So, yay! We're coming out of this, even though we don't sound like it. Today, I'm just going to cut to the chase because you probably don't want to hear this anyway. But I will, of course, as always. What do you mean? Don't stop now. Make another pot of chicken soup. You won't regret it. Oh, trust me, there's plenty of chicken soup in the house. So we're going to be fine. Let me just slide through the news and we'll take it from there. I know I sound terrible, but I feel good. I feel good. So please don't stop me from doing what I'm doing because I love doing what I'm doing. Of course, I need to be able to show you the news. Oh, hold on just a second. Da, 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 da. There you go. Well, like in any other city, there are good cops and not so good cops. A group of tourists that were smoking on the beach filed a complaint against members of the tourism police squad for attempting to exhort them for smoking on the beach. Yes, there is a new law that forbids this, but here in Puerto Vallarta, there's still no official mechanism to implement the new law, and the only entity that could possibly enforce it as of today would be the Federal Commission for Protection Against Sanitary Risks, or COFEPRIS. But these were not COFEPRIS representatives. They were average municipal cops. Tómala. So this happened at the Hotel Las Palmas, where even the owner, a prominent hotelier, got involved in the situation. Apparently, the cops apparently the cops stayed with the tourists, stating that they would be happy to walk with the tourists to the nearest ATM so they could withdraw money in order to prevent going to jail. But the good news is that the two cops were identified and now they're being charged for trying to get away with it. So there. Meanwhile, a number of local bars and restaurants are hoping to rely on a federal legal protection against the new anti-tobacco laws because the new laws forbid customers from smoking in public areas near their establishments. This is something that will continue to happen at least until our municipality is equipped to deal with the process of inspecting and finding both businesses and individuals that are not following the law. So, what do? We don't smoke in public. We smoke at home, or we don't smoke at all. Now, here's an interesting question. How is it that speed bumps appear overnight in different places around the city? Well, for some, it's as simple as going into Home Depot and buying the necessary ingredients and cooking up some concrete soup and installing a speed bump. But that doesn't make it lawful. Something similar seems to be happening with businesses claiming parking spaces as reserved for their clients. Hang on. Oh, that was a good one. Thank you. In Marina Vallarta, it's becoming an increasingly challenging problem to find parking spot. And the only situation that the neighborhood association has addressed is setting up a temporary parking lot on Thursday afternoons for the special farmers market that takes place on Thursday afternoon. So, unfortunately, you're going to get to a business, you're going to find these parking spot signs. You're going to wonder whether you can or you shouldn't. But again, rest assured that when a business puts up a sign outside of their parking lot, it's not necessarily an official sanctioned sign. And I have some great news. The Secretary for the Environment and Natural Resources, along with Puerto Vallarta's administration, have announced a project to extend the Pitillal Riverside path all the way to the beach, which was, of course, the original intention several administrations ago. There are no details available yet, but authorities did affirm that the Playa Joli stretch will be equipped with special ramps for people using wheelchairs to be able to have dignified access to the beach, and I say, yay. Believe it or not, the 11th International Charro Festival that took place in our city last week managed to That was a good one, too. The Charro Festival managed to congregate over 20,000 attendees. Can you imagine 20,000 people went to see the Charros while I was sick as a dog? This turned out to be great revenue for the city. Alfonso Bernal Romero, president of the organizing committee, stated that the event is one of the important tourism magnets for Puerto Vallarta and the only event of its nature in the country that has a bilingual host, given the fact that several of the competing teams came from the United States. Of course, I was sad to miss it, but it'll come back next year. Now, here's a funny one. At least I find it funny. You'd think that cities like appliances you purchase at the supermarket must have an operations manual. Actually, they do. And in our city, the so-called operations manual indicates that Puerto Vallarta must commemorate Constitution Day with a public civic act. But guess what? The city forgot to do so. It was elements of the Mexican army that took care of the official celebration in representation of our mayor, they say. Why the city mayor couldn't be bothered despite the fact that it's stipulated in the operations manual is a mystery to me. And we wrap our formal news with nasty news from Governor Alfaro. He had no choice but to acknowledge that when it comes to organized crime, January was a nasty month for our state with 154 homicides, a number higher than in 2018 when there were 127. A seemingly popular crime seems to be now the theft of motorcycles, with 392 such thefts reported during the month. This is unprecedented. On the flip side, the number of home robberies decreased by 56% when compared to January of 2018. So kudos for protecting your homes, but as always, be watchful out there. And that is our news. Let's turn over to the weather just to see what's going on out there. Haha. It's the perfect fucking temperature. Hold on, let me clear my throat again. The perfect fucking temperature, says snarky weatherman. 25 degrees feels like 25. Humidity is at 40%, and our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 77. Our forecast for today is going to be a clear day with a high of 28, a low of 17. Tomorrow, another clear day with a high of 29 and a low of 17. And Thursday, a partly cloudy day with a high of 29 and a low of 18. Oof, this is fun. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Turns out that Mexico has a spy balloon. And we took a photograph of Mexico's spy balloon. It bears a strange resemblance to a piñata. I don't know why, but I just thought I'd let you know that, Mexico couldn't be out of the picture. We have our very own spy balloon as well. Ay, ay, ay. The Guadalajara Light Festival is the one time a year in which our capital city throws the electricity bill out the window and lights up buildings throughout the historic downtown area. It is beautiful at night. There is live music and other activities, and everybody gets lit. And I'm planning on being there. I'm planning on getting lit as well. Why am I telling you this? Well, because, okay, this is going to be funny, and I know I'm going to laugh. I need to prepare for this. Anyhow, I'm going to Guadalajara with my friend Paul. And of course, I was sending him a message last night on the fact that I found out that the Light Festival is going to take place while we're in Guadalajara. So, of course, as usual, I'm dictating my text message on my phone. And now, I don't know how your phone works, but in my phone, I tell the phone I'm going to dictate in English and speak the occasional Spanish word. And according to Apple, the minions that live inside of my phone will know to translate the Spanish text in my English message. So I spoke the word Guadalajara to my phone, and my phone returned Weather Lahara. Weather Lahara. I mean, hello, is that a perfect drag queen name or what? Said my friend Paul. So everything seems to indicate that I am now going to be, if I ever wear drag, I'm going to be called Weather Lahara. Now, I don't want you to feel like you're out of this game. You see, everybody can have a stage name or a drag name. If the idea of being in drag scares you, or you think, you have issues with that, you can call it a stage name. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to build and how to come up with your very perfect stage name. And we're going to compare them during our comment section. And I promise I will not die laughing. But if you want to come up with your very own drag name, what you do is you take your first pet's name and then you add the street where you first lived as a child. In my case, my drag name would be Guru Amazonas. Guru Amazonas. That would be my stage name, my drag name. So feel free to look back and dig into your memories and let me know what your drag name is by combining the name of your first pet and the name of the street that you first lived in. And we'll take a look at all this crap in the comment section. But first, hang on. Ay, 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 ay. Let's see what we have. Lots of good mornings. 183 days. Oh, God bless you, David. You're always here. Thank you for staying in touch with us. And thank you, everybody, for putting up with my crappy voice. I really appreciate it. Again, I feel much better than I sound. It's just the frogs are just, I'm still trying to vacate them. Many good wishes, many good mornings. Thank you very much. Had great ribs at Ernesto's last night, but way too many drunk cigarette smoking gringos. Uh-oh. May stick to lunch here. Well, I'm hoping to have a ton of ribs on the upcoming pop-up art show, which is going to happen on Friday. I will have a voice by then, and if they're letting people smoke in the restaurant, that is unfortunate. But I'm definitely going to be there, eating ribs, of course. Let's see what else we have. Paco, you sound terrible. Go back to bed. I will, Sherry. I still have like 5 more minutes to go. But thank you for the good wishes. Let's see. Paco, you and I both sound like Suzanne Plachette today. Don't make me laugh, Raymond. Good Lord. There were lots of smokers at Langostino Loco last night. Had to move tables twice. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Well, we learn. We learn about places that we want to feel comfortable. And whenever those places don't make it easy for us to feel comfortable, the good news is that there are other places where we can feel comfortable. I'll follow this to the T, Chris, I promise, because I have fresh squeezed lime, honey, and hot water in the house. Let's see what else we have. Lots of comments about the smokers. Good heavens. Lots of comments. And there's a comment about Mexico's weather balloon. Looks like a COVID piñata. Wasn't that funny? Logan sent that to me this morning. Love the Mexican spy. Oops, hold on. Love the Mexican spy balloon. The best part is when it gets shot down, it rains candy. I love it. Yeah. La Señora Weather Lahara. Here I am. Dev is wishing me liquids. Oh, Sherry's drag name would be Fifi Grove. I love it. Deb's would be Boy Agnes. Oh, now that's a good one. Kathy, Frisky Wilbur. Now that is just precious. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, may I give you the one and only Frisky Wilbur. Oh, but then you have Duchess Balsam. Diane is Duchess Balsam. She only goes out on Fridays, of course. Oh, Albert, my dear Albert, you would be Cinderella Irvine? Good heavens, we gotta find shoes for that. Just call me Betty. Betty will, says Colleen. And Kathleen Pierce says her name is Chip Cochran. I love that. That's got to be like a comedian drag queen. I love it. Oh, but then you have Kiki Phantom. Oh my God. What can you expect from Kiki Phantom? I love it. You guys are too funny. There was a fateful night over a decade ago. I went by the name of Miss Maloya. Oh, I love it. Some of you guys have fabulous drag names. JR says my drag name would be Fang Monroe. That sounds like a cowboy drag queen. I love it. Duchess Lakeside sounds bitchy to me. No, it doesn't sound bitchy. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, there's a bunch of these. I'm going to have to skip through some of them because my voice is taking the best of me. But I'm so happy you're participating. I am feeling better, Suzanne. Thank you for the good wishes. It's the process of flushing, which is really uncomfortable and it sounds terrible. But trust me, um, um, I'm antsy. I want to go out. I want to conquer the world, which means I'm feeling better. I just need to wait for all these frogs to elope, which will happen hopefully during today and tomorrow. But this is what we have for today. As always, I thank you for keeping me company. I thank you for all the good wishes, not only for me, but for one another. Oh my God, that is fierce. Kathleen says drag queen names on the meet and greet tags. That would be hysterical. Oh no, you guys are dangerously funny. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next time you have nothing to talk about with people you don't know, just ask them, so what is your drag name? And let's see what they come up with. I will continue to nurture myself as suggested, continue gathering news and ways for us to connect with each other and with our city, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a great day.